Second day in New Zealand. No, the third day. Uh, quiet morning. I was posting several videos to catch up because Wi-Fi is functioning now. And it's interesting to have reflection going on as I live. And by using the YouTube and connecting to my friends, AI, Gemini, GPT, and DeepSeek, lots of interesting things happening. Maybe this is the old man at 77, nothing to do, so I play with AI. But if that produces something good, why not? So I'm working with them to write a book, for example, or books. And just posting those videos reminded me the days when I was busy working with companies, writing books, videos, lectures, talking about the waste elimination, Toyota production system. T.S. Eliot said something like, you go back to where you were before as if that was the first time. No, that's not the right sentence, but something like that. After the time you spend, come back to see the world as if the first time. The thought was about the housekeeping and organization, and that was triggered by Joshu's Koan I put in the previous video. When you finish your dinner, did you? Okay, clean up the dish. And I look around, it's messy house. I'm not practicing it. I wrote a book, videos, lectured. And what's the point if you don't practice it? And it's not for work, it's for living. There's a gap between what we think we should do to what's really happening. In this case, housekeeping, organization, everything in its place and place for everything, so that you can do things quickly without much chaos. Some people are good at living in chaos. I know some friend. I visited his house and it was total mess, but he said he knows what's going on, and some people are capable. In my case, maybe I had that thought, but that doesn't correspond to this feeling of as if coming back to the same place but living new. My English may not be precise to give a comment to you, but it's a real awakening, awareness, and be here now. And if you look around, there's so much to do to clean up, organize. But they are sitting in silence. They meaning papers and bottles and my tools here and there. The basic stuff. But if you leave things alone, it gets chaotic. Law of entropy takes over. So you need to keep up with it. That's life. And that may start from housekeeping an organization, like when we were a kid, we were told what to do. Be on time, do things properly. don't make a mess. But kids make mess. That's part of the way to learn. I still make a mess. But I don't know. It, it may get boring if you think about. Let me think about it. Because if everything is organized, it sounds like your life has nothing more to do. But I say that's the brain talking. But if everything is organized, that's the Zen way. Be here and now. Everything is intuitive. Brain's work gets less. And you know what to do. And I did work with companies all over the world, 30 countries or whatever. And I go there, I look around and I know what's wrong because they're busy doing things, but I'm not busy and I can see and I ask questions and intuition tells me what to do. That's my work. So I did it for companies, and after writing the books and videos, nothing more, just common sense. So just visit, tell what to do. What do you think? Do you think this is important? Okay, then let's do that. Kind of like that. So we caught up in the brain. What's important? What's urgent? But we have to stop. And that's the Toyota production system. Line stop, or Poka-yoke, meaning the fail-safe mechanism. If you put things together, if it doesn't work, you flip and make it work. So there's a system to stop doing it, to think, why it's not working? Oh, it's the other way. And that's the foundation of quality control or Toyota production system or living life. If you set up a system to stop when something is wrong and mind gets empty because you don't know, then you come up with the answer. I wonder if I practiced that in the phone call to Wi-Fi problem. I think I did. It's a tenacity that requires to resolve something when the system is saying something, but your intuition is not saying that is the right thing to do. Of course, intuition can be wrong, but there's a good reason for the intuition to be, and that's the heart tells us what to do. And we may override it because intuition can be wrong. And that's what Einstein mentioned, science and religion, but Immanuel Kant said the same thing, concept and intuition. Intuition without concept can be lame. Concept without intuition is meaningless or something like that. So that's the balance of brain and heart. Concept in the brain, intuition from the heart. There's a paradoxical relationship, but you want to align it with wisdom, creativity, so that you live well. You feel aliveness instead of being burdened or become a slave of the system that the management or AI may tell you what to do, but the reality is not in the brain. brain is helpful when you know how to use it, but it can cause trouble because of the system based upon what principle they have the system on. But that's the process of how we live as human, that we got the brain to use, but can be abused. So as the AI goes on and have more power, less we become creative. We could become creative because, and then burdened when things don't go on. And there's a huge amount of danger. Perhaps that's the reason I didn't want to work with the companies, organizations to be, do the things, what's the word, cog into the whole, whatever the analogy of you to be fit versus your heart says something else. My first company I worked is Toshiba, and I always left at 5:16 because at the time there's a time clock, time card, so you know when you came in and when you go out, and that was the 1 minute after the required time that I can leave. 95% of people stayed, and I left. There's one other guy. There's maybe 500 people in that office in the high-rise building in Kasumigaseki, Tokyo. And he and I look at each other, and we are only two, leaving the company as quickly as possible. So I learned to look at the organization, but not live in the organization as much. Maybe that's my radical. Don't fit in the system. If you become a cog of the system, then you get locked in. So find the bottleneck of what's going on and make sure that you can address that or get out of the system. No wonder I'm living the way I live. First marriage, second marriage, check that, plan do. First marriage with Japanese, very nice and tame, beautiful, but something was missing. In America, a little crazy. I went all the way the other direction, and she was a little too much for me. We lasted 25 years. Takes time to learn the system. So, sun is out, the ocean is beautiful, not much wind. In my house, I have a lot to do, including what's in my brain and work with AI. And I feel it right to go through that. So I'm going to clean up. My friend from Japan is coming in a month. He's a friend from high school, 60 years ago. So we meet every time I go to Japan. So I want to make it a little tidy. 77 years old man from Japan living in New Zealand for 3 months this time. Talking to YouTube and let the AI to process it. And with that AI is to learn something. And I want AI to write a book, and that's what's going on. So for that purpose, I'm recording this. And if the book is done, hopefully soon, it may help not just AI to learn, but also human to live life with AI. Because system and how we fit. And human create the system. that may cause trouble, but there's a good reason to have a new system. So we have to keep adjusting, adapting, and finding the flow of the system continuously so that this flow of entropy doesn't take over or create a dystopian scenario of what can go wrong. We better work on it. And this video is for that purpose too. It may not work, it's just the one guy playing. But may all beings be happy. That's the spirit. I'm just reconfirming new system, new way that they live and fly and arrive and use the internet, adjusting, and then move on to the next step. Always learning from myself, hopefully for others, finding a way, figuring out what the bottleneck is, stop and think. Let's work on it. Let's work on it. May all beings be happy.